what, say what? Say what, say what? What you say, what you say? What you say when you say it? Say what, say what?
Yeah.
Say what, say what? What you say, what you say? When you say what you say?
Yeah. You know I can't tell what's coming next. Plans made but the escapade I can't detect. Blueprint clear, lost the view from the architect. Flowers bloom, head rush from the sweetest scent. Forget me not sonnets, recall these lost poems. Recite open virtue, revive bad omens. But time flows like an ice road, ending in peril. Life goes like a dice roll, landing on 7. And like everything for art's sake, duty for the craft made. Deadly sin to heartache, devil grin to archangel, ever clear to arcane. Never land like Peter Pan, can staying high as child's play. This my bookie, that's why they real bougie. I got the beauty of the broken with the kintsugi. Tongue katana called it mitsurugi. It's still a bop when I hit the boogie. The day done, come on.
My high priestess wield the white Jeep West. Nightly quest, guy disguise ivory crest. Where sight be best. My mind tighter than a vice gets. Psyche type is nice at chest. Peep how the diary's kept. I'm at inquiry's edge. Do you hear what I'm saying or entirely deaf? From them fiery depths to the heights of Olympus. Train fight or fight impulse when the wind's close. I mean, fuck do those imps know, bro? Ain't no limits, just big goals. Respect the king's quote, especially one who's been broke. And don't slip through a sinkhole, kinfolk. Slick pen strokes, mightier than sword blades. Chord change require windiest of walkways. I'm morph mage, travel warp space. My force great. So what you saying when you say it?
Yeah.
Say what, say what? Say what, say what? What you say, what you say? What you say when you say it? Say what, say what? Say what, say what? What you say, what you say? When you say what you say?
Escucha y mira, palabras es gratis, entiendo mi vida. The light, the spark, listen and learn. Make straight from the path, but make sure you return. Then come pretend this is now how and when. Will there be no room for you to misunderstand me?
On the blades tip balancing, flames on my lips drip paraffin. Marathon run through the mannequins, channeling mana, boosting my stamina. Man of peace, bring feast to the ravenous, bring cease to the famine, flood to the desert, love to the lost, keep your head up. You know the sky, try and push it down. Still your heart keep beating, just step to the sound.
Memento mori, modus operandi. Invent a story, start with the end eye. Keep a skull by the bedside, on patrol via gaslight. At night by the cat's eye, in the dark hold the lamp eye. On a wave with the hang fire, baptized. Could it be man alone in the boat with a leak in the hole about ready to capsize?
That knife edge, life's pleasure, life's pain, my pleasure, find treasure, accelerate through the gates, blaze don't step on the brakes, changing of shape, blur lines with the pace, third time the charm, if you fail try again, don't sell your soul just to buy a chain, you know you lose if you're playing in the lies game.
This is Dead Scrolls decoded, deep zoning. Heed omens of bleed, be hopeful. Stay woke, yo. It's wider than a yoga mat, bigger than a quartz chunk. I'm riding for the doja pack. Soul attack, ego be the oldest trap. No holding back, make space for the sacred. A place where I'm weightless, embracing creation. Straight down less paved roads, found salvation.
Fabric spreads, caresses, lightning storms send, motive, intention. Movement and function goes in the basement, show face when it's face-offs in the mind. Scars of the battle like cuts in the eyes, wounds from the struggles like black round the eye. The sound of my dying breath become clouds in the sky.
old world you're trying to live in on your own. Keep reaching for the throne. Pinch the atom till it explodes. Rings of Saturn come to mind, explore glorious patterns on the inside, making force happen. Breaking doors flatten all its fragments. More scrapes to get dragged in. Create laws, all attractions. Exact images. The head back where we act primitive.
What? First things first, we in the flux, in the grey space, in between the sun and the supernova's rave day. Who could know the way that the brainwaves work? Seppuku for your namesake, sanity berserk. Respect to be gained, credibility been hurt. Better tell the man to walk away, bigger man the victor. Hard to stop the urge though, engage with the fear, acting primal. Fight or flight just for survival.
There's been times I've not known what I've wanted from life. Oh, moments so hopeless that I wanna put right. I need to pull myself back up to the light. Repeat mistakes no more. I feel like I wanna do right.
Take time, touch mic for the clarity of mind. This calamity inside, seek to challenge the divine with Promethean spirit. See me grabbing at the fires that the gods keep hidden beneath the psyche's trapdoors. Depicting lock the reason why I write these raps for. Depicting what I'm living on, the lines where the pad is on the tightrope of madness. Tread light across the axis, manifest the word through recital of the practice.
Southern crew decapitation, swine god death blow. Crimson curse mindset like life got let go. Reunite with intuition, finally ascend the height. Medusa proof goggles, protect from getting petrified. Gargoyle cipher, keep vampiric spirits back. Be precise swipes means man's limit is intact. Put dragon jaw, clamp pressure on your clan. Invest in this reverence, perspectives expand.
There's been times I've not known what I've wanted from life. Oh, moments so hopeless that I wanna put right. I need to pull myself back up to the light. Repeat mistakes no more. I feel like I wanna do right.
Flick knives and lacerate inside your angry place. Sidestep the big dog, the tripwires, the hand grenades. Roll into the spot with the gang with the savage taste. You and your jazzy mates going through the acid phase. And it's great, falling through the sinkhole. Sorta coulda, shoulda been the Buddha from the intro. And you've been told, set you fucking crib nose. Finger to the point till I feel something implode.
Hippie speedballs, a fuck's given deficit. Know the two of hawks flight, a duck wings irrelevant. This grey matter is more like a clay batter. It's apparent when I grasp mind state, shape matters. Straight chatter, getting silence, real quiet inside. Feel striated lines like migrations through time. Wave surfing on my brain beach till other planes reached with arcane speech.
There's been times I've not known what I've wanted from life. Oh, moments so hopeless that I wanna put right. I need to pull myself back up to the light. Repeat mistakes no more. I feel like I wanna do right. Oh, there's been times I've not known what I wanted from life. Moments so hopeless that I wanna put right. I only to pull myself back to the light. Repeat mistakes no more. I feel like I wanna do right.
movement, the fortune improves and degrades. To the fakes, we are all slaves. From the peak to the trough, to the peak to the trough again. Nothing you can breathe but the oxygen. Winds change different days, feet keep tracing the ways laid out. Who speaks when you open your mouth? Who plants seeds of doubt? Who decides where the path leads? Could it be destiny or autonomy?
Inescapable plots, still I'm shaking them off. Pick my favourite fable and steal my faith from the gods. With a face they forgot, retrace the shape of the og. As I make my way down while you race to the top. Fuck the jackpot, the lust made you love success. I'm the crack rocks you bust, lady luck undressed. Now they're caught in a blouse, let them shoot all misses. As I walk in the tower, every move auspicious.
I spark the mind, turn to reality. Like eyes yourself in this Venus flight. Once you know what you know going back. Feel heat, oxygen on your chest. You know what you know, you can learn, you can grow. Evolve in the game, what your favour's the ball. Take a chance in the park, you scared you was cold. Your tracks are your treasure, fire verse solid
This
gold.
impermanent vision sees my philosophy's limits. There's two sides to all decisions, fuck a lottery ticket. Be the change you want to see, give a fuck about a cliche. Experience to memory, a gallery of replays. High definition observation of the learning curve. Implement improvements and consider the burden served. Peace to slim pink, I'm evolution over entropy. Four noble truths provide intellectual therapy.
For them good fortunes told as the orator's luck fails. Burning these books, drinking Molotov cocktails. Fuel for the fire whenever I spit brimstone. Back to the ash, what else do we come from then? Raised from the cinder pit, blaze like the wicker man. At least got the message at the empty of the liquor can. Blood from the fingertip, promise kept in his hand. Broken armistice when the heart to give can't withstand.
I spark the mind, turn to reality. Like eyes yourself in this Venus flight. Once you know what you know going back. Feel heat, oxygen on your chest. You know what you know, you can learn, you can grow. Evolve in the game, what your favour's the ball. Take a chance in the park, you scared you was cold. Your tracks are your treasure, fire verse solid gold. I spark the mind, turn to reality. Like eyes yourself in this Venus flight. Once you know what you know going back. Feel heat, oxygen on your chest. You know what you know, you can learn, you can grow. Evolve in the game, what your favour's the ball. Take a chance in the park, you scared you was cold. Now your tracks are your treasure, fire verse solid gold.
The levels as the ice gives way. Each step a reckoning to find this place. A primal state, deciding your fate. In the flux is the flicker of divineness. Find this, break through the levels as the ice gives way. Each step a reckoning to find this place. A primal state, deciding your fate. In the flux is the flicker of divineness. Find this.
Them pineal glands like joining the dots. Interdependent galaxies fill voids with the god. Deploy strategies for enjoying your lot. Applaud cause and effect for the Freudian plot. Penetrate this orca skin to access the core. There's order to this chaos, we all act out its law. Meaning deeper than our language can dive. Sacrificial drownings like these atoms are mine.
In our cipher, deciphering divine giants, where disciples of style amplify science. Spirit trials in a system of compliance. The stifle mind staying silent ain't a triumph. Sufi scion avoiding the brain shrink. Void stays the same, frames always changing. Shapes arranged in paintings unfinished. Big picture thinkers thinking bigger every 6 minutes.
Speaking loud but saying nothing at all. It's like a hand to clutch at straws to be breaking the fall and being caught by these rules. But in the case of the doors, we got this on lock. Wonder if the safety's assured with all the atoms in flux. All the stories untold, life in verse, origami with the way it unfolds. And on the tombstone, read a passage hard to be spoke. Said it's damned if I do, brother, damned if I don't.
Break through the levels as the ice gives way. Each step a reckoning to find this place. A primal state, deciding your fate. In the flux is the flicker of the finest. Break through the levels as the ice gives way. Each step a reckoning to find this place. A primal state, deciding your fate. In the flux is the flicker of the finest.
I wander deep to what lies underneath, reaching out for the guidance of the reef. Lions in the street, sparrows in the hedgerows, titans of the peace as we gather on the threshold. A death blow to the old mind, the old ways, speaking to the gods to co-sign this role play. A rogue sage permeates your thinking, flow away in a perfect state of sinking.
Carve realities from entropy, untangle intangible senses. Acknowledging the quest is relentless. Harness the sentence from the tip of my tongue, let it run. Lest I become dumb, numb to the eardrum. Summoning the breath from my lung, beckoning the strength of the sun. Ready for the challenges to come, though I know nothing of their form. Anticipation of the coming of the storm.
Riddles in the black smoke, hidden in the tracks coding. Burning effigy to usher out the act closing. Encased in the tube now cracked open. Each covered up wound is a pack broken. The onus where the owner is attempts to own the negligence of not noticing what focus is. Focusing, wielding the torch where the hope is dim. Illuminating symbols indicate where the soul sits. Break through the levels as the ice gives way. Each step a reckoning to find this place. A primal state, deciding your fate. In the flux is the flicker of the finest. Break through the levels as the ice gives way. Each step a reckoning to find this place. A primal state, deciding your fate. In the flux is the flicker of the finest. Break through the levels as the ice gives way. Each step a reckoning to find this place. A primal state, deciding your fate. In the flux is the flicker of the finest. Break through the levels as the ice gives way. Each step a reckoning to find this place. A primal state, deciding your fate. In the flux is the flicker of the finest. Every day, living in the emperor's maze, sensing the entrance, the endless way. Sensei, lead us to the exit phase. Strength left our enemies slain. Every time, one must conquer the mind. Get off the high horse onto the grind on sight. Battles with some ominous types, their heads on top of these spikes. Every day,
from the debris, stronger than Heracles. Crash land, mic drop, meteoric entry. Call it a catastrophe, bodies start to atrophy. Extinction level event,
Like a pot
humanity.
to a kettle, ride putting pressure on the pedals. Raise up the levels, shake out the devils. Rock to a pebble, breaking this down to a sediment. All your tough talk is irrelevant.
I'm born for this product, depends how I produce. And like I said, we make it up, pretend to deduce. Thin line with the judgment, I'm likely to lose. Inside with the buzz, by myself with the blues.
Tongue loose, words are of no use. Navigate alleyways, sight of the moon. From the womb to the tomb, no silver spoon. Build a tune from the vibe of the room, and it's coming soon.
I give myself space and step back like Luka Doncic. Walk what the fuck I talk, keep my sutures polished. Study at the school of Steinbeck articulation. Albert Hoffman hit flask, spark art in each
My
statement.
payments you so 100 kudos. You may think I don't do grease, but I do though. Fuck the musos, I am the music. My cymatic blueprints redefine the rubric.
When it comes to Irvings, I'm more Julius than Kyrie. Rock a puck, vet, Kush, basketball diary. Invincible minded, psyche like Peter Pan. Appear from the ether like members of the Giga clan.
Toggle in, if anything just on a whim. Smash a lifelong quest, then I drop a ting. A proper ting, water off an otter skin. The breadth and the scope and the vibe, mind boggling.
The vital force still forth from the realm of the four, manifesting the hell that I spawned when I grab this mic tight. Grappling life like I'm battling inside, fracking for that inside. Yo. With each day dawning, each breath drawn in, I'm sworn to bring more of my core into being. Walk forward with feeling, my sword brings the healing. Cutting out the tumor at the source of deceiving.
It is a tremendous undertaking to awaken a sleeping people.
Hey yo, nature is my programmer, and I'ma always be a pro with the grammar, the flow and the manner. Polar pentameter, hold loaded gamma. Holy Hosanna, bro, cold mamma jamma. Botanist get high, pen the hypothesis. High praises to the highest, the goddesses. Fly with the chopstick, spit, watching plots thicken. Stop tripping cause the clocks don't. At the crossroads, lost soul dropped out of orbit. Restore order from the warmth of a gourd sick orchid. Objectives, you orca, a pet fish, walking with death since that dawn of disclosure. With composure, till it's over. King Smoke Doja, nestled at my station to baseline meditations. The bend space-time, healing energy for neck bones and waistlines. Gemstones of great minds spread down the grapevine. Ornate shrines, honor the historical. We stay foraging the